Here a little quicker than I thought. Nobody came in yet. Let's go live and get this thing going. Give it a little bit of time for people to get in here. I know the mic is muted over there. That's not over here. I got one watching. See how many we can get. Since this is going to be a teaching tonight or a educational type deal, I am going to wait a little bit before I cast on these stitches and get started. Get some people in here and see what's going, how everybody's doing tonight. I hope everybody's doing well. If any of my fishing people are in here, I did drop a short earlier today. Went out fishing, caught actually halfway decent bass. That video will be coming soon. All right, Kelly. Kelly's in the ads. Always fun when people get hung up in ads. Hey, Mama Bear. StreamYard link is at the top. Y'all are welcome to come up. I think I can have up to 10 people. Granted, I've got 2 spots taken already. Oh, fun. Playing with power tools. That's fine, Miss Steele. I got 3 in here. Kelly, Mama Bear, and Steele. I actually went Dollar Tree today and bought a couple of skeins of yarn. It's the Premier Just Active worsted yarn. It is a medium size 4. Has 109 yards. It's 80% polyester, 20% acrylic. I grabbed that just to go through this real quick, hopefully, and I got 2 skeins of it just in case. Probably use this as like a washcloth or a dish rag or something around here. Let's see. I wish there was a zoom on this thing. What I do mine is I wrap the line around my finger, make a loop, and then push a loop up through that loop and just pull it tight. And that kind just makes like a little hangman's knot here. I stick the needle in and you can just pull it right tight up on your needle. For this, since I'm doing corner to corner, that's stitch 1. And then just do your basic half hitch. Wrap your line in a loop. Go over the needle. Now I'm only casting on 3 tonight. And for this one, or for this particular pattern, the first little bit's going to be knit 1, cast on 1, and I backlashed already. It fell off my needle. I could have gotten some bigger needles, you know. I think the needle's a little bit too long for this, but knit one. Let's pull that down. So I got one knitted here. Right here I got one knitted. Sorry. I'll cast on one like I did the others to that one that I knitted. And come over here and knit these two to the end. And that's basically all you do for corner to corner until you get to the desired width. So now I started with 3. Now I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Go back the other way. Knit 1. Cast on 1. Knit to the end. And you'll have 5 stitches this time. And for this, you just keep going until you get to the desired width. I'm going to stop this screen. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. Sorry. So now you'll see I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. And again, knit 1, cast 1 on, knit to the end. And that way, every time you're doing a row, it's increasing by 1. If Miss Lydia doesn't come in tonight, she can come back and watch later. I know she wanted to see this, but cast on, knitted 1, cast it on 1, knit to the end. I try to turn that camera just a little bit this way. Back up here. Everybody's saying hello. Hey, MOBS Yarnery and Cooking. How are you doing? Okay. She said, hey to Crystal and Kelly. Which one is Crystal? I forget. But simply, I'm going to knit 1. Cast 1 onto the right needle. Which I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, you might have to, and you knit from left to right, and you would cast on to whichever one you're knitting onto. I know left-handed can be reversed at times. Still skies, Crystal. Okay. Thank you. I thought it was, but I was not sure. So see, now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches. So I started out with 3. I've done 5 rows, and you can see I've done 5 rows. I've got a corner, and it's gradually getting wider with each row. Trying to keep the 5-year-old out of here tonight. Try. I'm not sure exactly how far out I'll go with this before I'll start decreasing. I thought I would go at least a hour and then start decreasing, but we'll see how fast it goes. Normally I tend to like for them to be about 9 or 10 inches across before I decrease, but we'll see. The first few rows go extremely fast just because you only have a few stitches, but each row takes more and more time. But to me, this is a basic corner to corner knit. I'm just doing standard stitch. I'm not pluring or anything like that, however you want to say it. Hey, Frontier, how are you doing? Still, I'm pretty sure I knew you were Crystal, but I wasn't 100% sure. I'm great with faces, bad with names. Frontier, welcome to Hobby Hangout. I don't know if you've been in here before or not. Um, Normally I'm crocheting. Tonight I am knitting, and I hope my sound is good to everybody. I am running a little different than normal. Hey, Miss Lydia, how are you? It's okay that you're a little bit late. You may have to go back to the beginning and catch the very start, but um, basically I cast it on 3 stitches, and now what I'm doing is I knit 1, cast on 1, knit to the end. I think I'm about 6 or 7 rows in now, so I should be at like 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm 8 rows in. But what I'm doing from you can see where I started with 3, so it made a corner. Each time what I'm doing is I will knit 1, then after I knit that one, you'll see it on the right needle over here. I cast 1 onto the right needle, and then I proceed to knit to the end of the row. So basically, every time you do a row, you knit 1, cast 1 on, knit to the end. So you're expanding 1 stitch each row. Which I went to the Dollar Tree and got this yarn today just because I didn't want to dig through the back room and find what yarn I do have and figure out what color and this, that, and the other. So, or should I say the $1.25? I am using, it is Premier Just Active. It's a worsted yarn. It says 80% polyester, 20% acrylic. Hey, she stole my thunder. How are you doing? I'll turn this other camera on for just a second because she stole my thunder will come out of the background. Because I did shave my beard and my hair earlier tonight. If you watched my short earlier where I caught a nice largemouth bass, I had a full beard and full head of hair. Now I don't. It got hot here today, so I had to get a new hairdo. As some of y'all can tell, I am doing a little bit better this week than I was last week. My voice is better. As I said, I start coughing. Hopefully, there'll be less coughing and less cracking of the voice this week. Hey, Miss Linda, how are you? Uh, uh, Hopefully, Nightbot's here already. Yeah, he is. Thank you, Miss Lydia, for waking up Nightbot. I really had not seen him before then. Hopefully, y'all can see what I'm doing. Compared to most people, no, I do not hold the needles properly, I'm sure, and stuff, and that's probably why my fingers go to sleep while I'm knitting, and why I like crochet better. But I also got some of the longest needles I could possibly get, I think. The link that come up on panel should be up at the top. If anybody would like to come up, any of you are welcome. I do ask that you show your face before you come up. Knit myself a cup of coffee. I don't know how that works there. She stole my thunder, but I appreciate it. Hmm. Canadian. I forgot you were in Canada. I forgot you were a Canuck. Not sponsored by Coke Zero, but hey, if anybody from Coke's watching, it keeps me going all day, every day. I I do love it. I don't think I can knit a cup of coffee. Right now it's hot enough here. I don't need a cup of coffee. Hey, Krubby, how you doing? I might could knit a sleeve that would go around a cup of coffee so I don't burn myself. That's cool, Mama Bear. Awesome. I've actually, you know what? I don't think I increased one on this row. I for, I forgot what I was doing there for a second because I did not increase a stitch here. So I'm going to work back to make sure I did increase. Yeah, I had. It's, that's all right. Can't remember if I increased or not there. She stole my thunder. I have no idea. That's a question for Coastal. Coastal, you want to come answer that one? She stole my thunder. Said, "Aren't you a man of 1,000 means?" How did you marry such a wonderful woman and not know how to knit a cup of coffee? I have no idea how I got lucky enough to have Coastal. I think it was the biggest part of me and Coastal getting together was me being humble. I'm not going any farther than that. I'll just say I humbled myself. Not to mention, between being humble, I think God had a lot to do with it. Ooh, excuse me. Got 7 awesome people in chat. That was Boy Small Engines. How are you doing, sir? For those that would like to know, my needle size is a US 8, which this is a size 4 medium yarn, and it does call for an 8 if that will. So that was, boy, I am doing good. I got a lot done in my yard this weekend. Um, got out Friday and caught some decent fish and got a video shot, and was able to get out for an hour or so this afternoon and caught 5 more bass. So I got another video shot. I try to get at least 5 fish per video because 5 fish tends to be around 10 to 15-minute mark, which is a good length for videos for me right now. So definitely a good weekend for me. To get 2 videos out of one weekend is kind of unheard of. Especially Friday was terrible conditions. It was blowing a gale and overcast and rainy and yucky. I got out between a couple of rain. I got out post frontal conditions. I think it cleared up while I was out there fishing, but still. Saturday we were going to go down to the beach and do a live stream from the pier, but woke up Saturday morning to sustained winds of 25 to 30 and gusts up in the 40s and 50s, and that is not a time you want to. And a high surf advisory. That is not a time you want to go down to the beach to go fishing. So that plan got postponed for a week or two. Yep, I've had a pretty successful weekend. Got the backyard cleaned up, got all the leaves and gumballs out of it. Got part of my side yard where Panda plays at cleaned up. Got a lot of pine cones up. Getting ready to start mowing here in the next week or two, which sounds weird that I've got to start mowing, but I do. Sometimes when I'm doing this, if I want to do a coaster, I'll stop right about in this area where it's about 4 inches wide and then start decreasing. Because I want this one to be like a dishcloth, I'm going to keep going. I will increase it out to about 9 o'clock or just after 9. And at that point, I will start decreasing. So basically, then I will knit one, knit two together, and knit to the end. It should be on your little table. Mama Bear, I don't have much grass. I have more weeds than I have grass. I need to get a weed killer and some grass seed, I guess. But we'll see how far I get on. I'll do this whole project tonight from start to end. I just keep going for an hour going up, and then I'll go for an hour going down and bind off. Or however long it takes me to decrease. I'm hoping to soon get the weather for grass mowing season. We just had snow and ice yesterday. Ew. Backwoods boy, you must be up north. First time casting adventures. How are you doing? Clyde, my next afternoon available will be Thursday. I don't know what my availability will be on Thursday. And I will have to play Thursday by ear for Friday. Who am I talking to? I'm live. Yep. Shut the refrigerator, please. Hey, Darren, how are you doing? I saw. You just got to be on camera, don't you? Hey, my finger. Huh? Hello, bye. They're saying, hey, Panda. Hey. There she is. Hey, right there. You see? It's that camera. I've got two cameras going. The Allegheny Mountains. Cool. Okay, Panda. Whew. I love my puppy. I know you love your puppy. Got Beacon down here too. All right, you go back to your bed. We need a ceiling fan in the kitchen because there is no air circulation in here whatsoever. Now, I can't turn the exhaust fan on because it is extremely loud. First time, don't forget, type /. Nightbot will drop your link for you. Maybe some of these fine people will connect to you also if they haven't already done so. That way, They can see our fishing adventures together. Me and first time our neighbors, we do a lot of fishing together. Okay, cool, backwoods. I live probably about I live probably about 20, 30 minutes away from first time casting adventures. And as I found out today, I live about 15 minutes away from motivation for the weightlifting geek. Or less, so that's pretty cool. What I am going to do here is I'm going to start this camera and turn that one off. Get on the computer here. I got the laptop going. Now that I don't really have to show too much on getting started, I can knit and burn. Burn through these rows real quick until I hit about another 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll start decreasing. These little balls are only like 109 yards a yarn. So yeah, I shaved the beard and the hair. Both. She stole my thunder. Sorry. It's something like 50 degrees outside at 8:30 at night. It's actually dropping pretty quick because it just dropped to 49. If you look at my short earlier today, you'll see what She Stole My Thunder was talking about. Um, had a full beard and a full head of hair at that point in time. Let's see. First Time and Thunder and Darren are all three moderators. Okay. That was Boy Small Engines. That would be awesome. I don't think anybody around here magnet fishes, so that would be a trip to go do that. Sweet Amparado, hello. ¿Cómo está, Bo? One of my wonderful Philippine channels. Thank you for coming in here. As y'all can see, I'm pretty quick with my knitting. And this does make a fairly nice pattern. Try to get it over here. Center. It makes a fairly nice pattern. It goes out pretty good. Because I started here at this corner with 3 stitches. Now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I've done 20 rows. I would like to get about 15 or 20 more rows done before I start mining off. But I'll probably get about 10. Probably just get about 10 more rows done. Should put me around somewhere around 35 or 40 stitches is what I would like to have across before I start decreasing. That'll make for a nice washcloth or dishcloth or whatever. Hey Felicia, how are you doing? Mega love shout out, sweet Ann. Sweetie Ann. Felicia, yes it is. I'm gonna call my doctor tomorrow and try to get some more cough pearls. I took the 10 days worth I was supposed to take and it helped, but it didn't completely knock it out. There is reasoning behind it, but I'm not going to go into that tonight. That's for another time or place, unfortunately. I wish there was a way I could get like crochet or knitting hooks and needles or bags and stuff like that on my merchandise page. That would be awesome, but that's okay. But I do have a merchandise page. It has my old logo on it, but I need to get my new logo put on there. I'll see if I can do that tonight. Or get my sticker put up there. Actually, it's got the logo that's this way in the corner. It's got that logo on there, and it's got one of my old logos. And I was doing a Fishers of Men series where I went through the Bible and found some of the fishing scriptures and did a little short series on that. I need to bring back some more Bible studies, maybe on a Sunday afternoon or something. Felicia, unfortunately, the more I talk, the worse my cough will get. It just aggravates my vocal cords and my throat. Might need to call the ENT doctor and talk to him too. I know I saw Lydia come in here, but I haven't seen her since. I know there's a couple people that wanted to see a corner to corner stitch. If y'all missed the beginning, I'm sorry. Can always go back and rewatch. Hopefully I can get this whole project done tonight and not lose my voice. I'll definitely be on here till close to 10 o'clock. I have not tried it in crochet yet, Felicia. I don't know how we'll go that way. To me, knit, if I'm going to knit and I want to do a square pattern, this is the easiest way to do it. There's no math involved in this. Hey, neighbor, how you doing? Motivation from the weightlifting geek. I gotta get him and first time together, and us all go fishing. If he don't had um, if you don't have any fishing gear, me and first time got plenty. Sorry, y'all, about my call. Well, we can definitely get you there. All right, Mama Bear, take care. Glad to know you're doing better. We will see you later on. You okay? All right. No, I'm not making Curly a hat right now. Making him a dishcloth so he can clean the fish tank. A fish cleaning cloth. Fish tank cleaning cloth. That sounds good. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. At one point, we were members over at what was ViQuest or now Vidant Health gym or whatever. Because Coastal works for what was Vidant, not CCU Health. And whenever I went there to work out, I would always go to the pool and swim to work out. Because I got torn tendons in the bottom of my right foot and torn tendons in my left knee. I do some strength training, but not too much. I try to do weights for upper body and stuff. I did some legs, but not too much. Okay. I know the one in Williamston. And do you go to the one in Tarboro that just moved? It was past Walmart on the left. Now I can't remember where it moved to. Kelly typing in code. That's good, Brandon. Beside the food line. That's right. We almost back where it was just past Walmart. Just past Walmart, there's a road that goes to the right. And we almost bought a house up there at one point. But unfortunately, with me being an inspector, I didn't like some of the things I was seeing that needed a lot of work done to it, and more than what we wanted to do or have done. It would have been a nice house and yard and everything else, but yeah. We got the seed starter trays each Saturday. One night this week I will get together. Me and Panda will we'll do a pop-up live when I get home and try to get those planted. Whenever you shave or cut your hair, your neck always itches afterwards. Like everything itches for a day or two, especially when you do it yourself. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. We're up to 9 people watching. I'll do a couple more rows going this way, and then I'll start decreasing. And then we will be done shortly thereafter that, because I will get down to the end. Yes, Felicia, I'm a lot quicker at knitting than I am at crochet. I should have done the cast on challenge just to see how many I could get, but I decided not to. Maybe one day I'll do that. Or the crochet chain challenge. I think I could get at least 60. Once I get a pattern established, yes, I can knit pretty quick. Hey, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That was not expected, but very much appreciated. Got $2 super chat. Awesome. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. You just paid for the yarn that I'm using tonight. Because I got these two skeins from well, it's supposed to be Dollar Tree, but it's the $1.25 tree now. Yes, it does. But yeah, yarn was, it's normally about $1 there, so not too bad. Between you and she stole my thunders $5 earlier. Definitely got everything paid for. Hey, who the netter? How are you doing? And there's Tennessee Fish Keeper with a $3 super sticker. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Hang on. I'm feeling the love tonight. That's $10 in my pocket. Thank you, everybody. Those three those three might actually push me over my threshold for a payout at the end of this month. Or getting close. Buddha Knitter, thank you for coming from Steel Sky. I do appreciate you being here. Um, I primarily fish on this channel. I do ride-alongs. Sunday night, I do a hobby hangout where I either knit or crochet. Excuse my cough. I've been getting over a cold, upper respiratory cold, and I cannot shake this cough to save my life. No, I am, yeah, weightlifting geek. I'm like within I was within $10 of getting my second payout. So that between that plus my other revenue that I get monthly might be enough to get me that payout this month, which would be awesome. Every little bit helps along the way, that's for sure. I will occasionally pop up into a ride along for Who the Knitter. Um, I do have an hour and a half, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2, 3 hours drive one way for work sometimes. And if I know I'm going to be on main highways or places I won't lose connection too much, then I will do a pop up and put the phone in the phone holder and just let y'all ride along with me. I try to keep up with chat as best I can while I'm doing that. I don't always do too great, but I definitely try. Huh. I understand that, fish keeper. I did a live stream one time. I was headed to work at like 3 a.m. Left the house at 1, got to work at 3. It was a 2-hour drive. Got out of my truck to do my concrete testing that morning. When I got back in my truck, my live stream was still going. So I just let it run. I thought I had hit end and I never ended it. People were coming in and out, and I think I ended up with an 11.5-hour live stream that day. But it definitely helped me get a bunch of hours that day to go towards my monetization. All right, it is 9 o'clock. At the end of this row, I am going to start decreasing. So I am going to switch over to the cell phone camera and bring it back up. And we will go over decreasing. And I'll show you all along the way what's going on. Turn this camera on. Turn that camera off. Now, as you see, I've got my half of my square done. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, about 34, 35 stitches across there. Not too bad. But now, for corner, now I'm at my outermost corners here. I want to get back down. I want this side up here to start looking like this bottom end and get back to a corner. So what I will do is I will knit the first one, and then the next one, here, I go through 2 stitches, go around and knit those 2 as one. So instead of having 3, I now have 2. And then I knit to the end. So knit to the end here. I'll show y'all. Basically, I'll repeat that process until I get down to 3 stitches. I'm going to have leftover yarn tonight, but that's okay. All right, Brandon, take care, buddy. Hopefully I haven't lost anybody, and hopefully this has been an informational live stream tonight on how to do corner-to-corner knitting. Yep, that's pretty cool. Weightlifting geek, I appreciate that you're learning something. There's Coastal. There's the lovely wife, Coastal Water. Alright, I got to the end. Get this turned around here. So what I'll do is I will knit one. Do the first one like I normally would with a knit. And then the next one, I'm going to get, let's see. Next one, I will get these two stitches together. So stitch 2 and 3, I will go through both of them like so. Wrap the yarn around, pull it through, and I went from 3 stitches to 2 again. And then just knit to the end and rinse and repeat until I get to the end. And we will soon be down to 3 stitches. I think the decreasing goes a little quicker. Good night, Brandon, our fish keeper. Now I'm going to switch back to the big camera again. This one here is a little... The phone I can do better close-ups with. Kelly or any of the knitting or crochet people, if I'm doing something different from y'all or wrong, y'all are welcome to correct me. But this is the way I've learned how to do it. I think it's fairly simple and easy. And to me, it goes pretty quick. But this is just my take on corner to corner. Everybody has their own little niche or way of doing things. Not everybody does everything exactly the same. You might find a way to improve on it. I kind of wish I had shorter needles. That's one thing I do wish. James Bailey, how are you doing, sir? Whew, I got to put it down for just a minute. I enjoy knitting, but my left hand goes numb on me. Part of that is bad circulation. Part of it is just knee. I don't know what the rest of it is, but I will finish this project tonight. Now I gotta get up at 5 a.m. Drive 2.5 hours to work. Work till about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Get home around 6:30 or 7, depending on how early I can get out of there. And hopefully I can meet Weightlifting Geek tomorrow. That's not even my tension, Kelly. It's more the way my elbow is. For some reason, if I have my elbow and I don't move it very much, my left arm will go to sleep at my elbow and it'll go numb all the way down. Whether it's holding my cell phone too long or I first noticed it playing video games. The doctor said he thinks it's carpal tunnel. Weightlifting Geek, how many buckets do you think you need? I think I got 4, maybe 5 I can spare right now. Yeah, if I get by the office, I might be able to spare a few more. But you see how my elbow is bent? If it stays like that too long, from here all the way down my left arm will go numb. Especially like 4 or 5 would be great. Okay. Or like if I'm driving for too long and I normally drive with my left hand up on the steering wheel, my hand will go numb just having it laid across the steering wheel for too long. Thank you, Miss Lydia. I appreciate that. Once I get 5 or 6 rows in, you'll start seeing that it is decreasing in size. And of course, I'll go quicker as I get closer to the end. You could probably divide the buckets into quarters also, weightlifting geek. Unless you're going to, especially if you're going to plant them in your yard. If you're going to leave them in the buckets, I would probably do one on each half or a bundle on each half. I need to get weightlifting geek and about 2 other guys that he knows that does really good with strength training to come over here and help me move my chicken coop. I just got a laugh from Coastal on that one. That's fine. That's not a mistake. Hey, if y'all can come help me, my chicken coop used to be a puppy pen. It's about 4 or 5 foot wide by about 20 foot long, and it's made out of salt treated wood and metal. So if I could get you and a couple other guys to come over, I would pay y'all to move that thing probably about 50 foot across the yard. Ah, crud. Forgot what I was doing. I forgot to decrease. About backlash my project here. I would literally pay y'all about $20 a person. Or I might pay you in chicken eggs. I think I got something like 30 some chicken eggs right now. I should have hard-boiled some today. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow night. Darren said I'll take the eggs. Hey, Corner Clubhouse. How are you doing there, buddy? That's Mark, right? Coastal. Corner is marked, right? Think so. Yes, Mark. Well, we got Matthew and Mark. We need a Luke and a John. Little Bible humor there. Felicia said, "Hey, Coastal." She says hello, Felicia. I think she's left me and gone to somebody else. Joe is close to John. Yeah, it's close. I saw somebody today whose name was Joehn. I guess it's Johan or something. I should have asked him how to pronounce his name. But what I need to do is once I get the chicken coop moved, because I got an area that's nothing but pretty much all stumps and roots and stuff that I can't till. So I need to move the chicken coop to that area. And once I move it over to that area, then I will be where the chicken coop currently is a good place for my garden. I get called down my telemarketer, so I guess it counts for something. Yeah. Better than me, I had one calling the other day looking for Martha. I was like, I don't think you had the right number. I have to tell Joe when I'm headed to Robertsonville next time. That way I can take some of my couple of my stickers to him. I do have channel stickers now. If y'all would like a channel sticker, I will probably be trying to send those out on Thursday. Go to send me an email, which is backlashfisherman@gmail.com, and I will go through my email on Thursday and try to see what I can do about getting some stickers sent out. I do have a book of forever stamps, so and Coastal has stickers, so I can give you some Coastal Water stickers also. My biggest thing when I'm doing corner to corner is I always forget that I actually knit the two together on the decrease. Or did I actually add the one on the going up? Yep. I don't know how many of y'all know this, but I was adopted when I was younger. And I got a phone call the other day asking about my birth name, not my adopted name. So that was kind of interesting. I told him to remove the number and name from their list that he had died. Which in all actuality, when I was adopted, the old me did kind of get changed over and deleted. M&T living and cooking. How are you doing? We had a good talk on their channel the other night about king chicken and hoop cheese biscuits and um fat back, deep fried fat back and scrapple and crackling bread and all kinds of fun, good soul food stuff. As y'all can see, it's starting to come in now on the sides here. So there's the two corners. So I now have three corners. I'm going to the fourth corner. Uh-oh. I got Kelly with the word scrapple. We took eggs fresh out of the coop this morning and made French toast with them. With some sunbeam bread. And then for supper tonight, because Panda wanted pizza, I didn't have a pizza dough or a frozen pizza anywhere. I took the sunbeam bread and I put a little bit of pizza sauce on top. Did some mozzarella or Italian cheese mix on the top of that, and made what I call a poor man's pizza, which is just white bread with pizza toppings on it. Throw them in the oven on a pizza pan for a little bit till the cheese melted good, and the bread was toasty. Popped them out and made little pizzas that way. Fast, cheap, and easy. And as y'all can see, when I knit, I am very fast on knitting. That's why I have to remind myself this is a training or educational video for people like Lydia and a few others who haven't done a corner to corner knit. And I need to remind myself to slow down. What I need to do is get my bread maker up here out and cook me a loaf of bread. That would be fun. Do not do that at night, guys, because that bread maker is loud when it's mixing. Yeah, wake up the whole almost wake up the whole neighborhood. Speaking of waking up the neighborhood, I got to check my fire pager because it's been off the charger all weekend. And those things love to die about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, right when you get into that deep REM sleep. And when it starts dying, it makes a loud beeping noise and buzzes. and it will scare the bejesus out of you. Yeah, the piece of dough in my bread maker takes probably about an hour to make 2 pizzas. But then I like to let it sit for a day or so. I found this bread maker, I believe, at a church yard sale, and they had like $2 or $3 on it. Well, Friday night at 2 a.m. we had a house fire, so that's not what I needed either. I just got to sleep good on Friday night, and fire alarm goes off, pager goes off, phone goes off. Lydia, yes, I am a volunteer fireman. And Joe, the weightlifting geek, is actually close enough to me that we are back up to over there. If there's a bad enough fire between me and him, they will call us to go there. Um, the one Friday night, they had a little white extension cord from like Dollar Tree or Dollar General, somewhere like that. Um, that went from the outlet to a 6-plug surge protector. And in the surge protector, they had a couple of TVs, a space heater, a refrigerator, and another surge protector that went to 4 or 5 other things. Needless to say, they majorly overloaded that little white cheap extension cord, and it caught the carpet and a pile of clothes that was by it on fire. They did, luckily for them, it did not get very far. We were probably there within 10 minutes. I'd say within 5 minutes we made it there. Got the cord unplugged, got it out of the house, and the fire was still smoldering. It hadn't completely ignited yet. So those people were extremely lucky that they did not catch the house on fire. Thank you, Miss Lydia. My granddad, who just turned 96 on February the 25th, retired as chief of my hometown's fire department. So in a sense, I'm following his footsteps with this career as a volunteer. Which he taught me commercial fishing. He taught me some about carpentry. He never really taught me much about fire department, but I always wanted to be like him. And of course, most of y'all know Panda came out with her disabilities when she was born. And I knew if anything happened, it would be fire department responding first. So I kind of I joined the fire department to get the training. So before I even called, I could already start anything that needed to happen. And thank the good Lord, we never needed the fire department or EMS. for Panda. Matter of fact, we got the Facebook notification today. 3 years ago today, Panda passed her swallow study to be able to drink any type of liquid and eat food. Prior to that, she was, from the time she was in the hospital for about 2 months. Then she got a feeding tube called a G tube or gastro tube, where they put a feeding tube straight into her stomach through her side. And from around Thanksgiving of 2017 to March of 2020, she was on that feeding tube, where we had to hook her up to a IV bag and pour her liquid in that, or formulas in that, and turn the pump on and pump it into her stomach. Now this weekend she was eating shrimp and grits for supper, and and poor man's pizza and all kinds of goodies, cakes and ice cream and everything else. So she is definitely a blessing to us with everything we've gone through. Got 8 wonderful people still in here trying to see how this project finishes out. A little bit of Panda's testimony there, for those of you that may not have known anything about it. Speaking of, there's a fire across the county from us. There's an app you can get on your phone that's called Pulse Point, PulsePoint. And it will tell you if there's a medical emergency, car wreck, or fire, close to your area, if your fire department or EMS allows it, or emergency management allows it. Then there's another app I use. It's called Scanner Radio. And if law enforcement, EMS, and fire allow it, you can listen in on the radio to them. It's like a first responder and police scanner that's straight on your phone. Our little town, most fires are not good, unfortunately. But I will say, we can normally keep a house from going all the way to the ground. Let's see. I don't think it's going to take me as long to get to the decrease as it did the increase here. Where the fire just showed up on Polk's Point about an hour ago, that part of the county is good. They got fire departments everywhere over there. But that town or city has 200,000 people in it. Our little town has about 1,300, maybe 1,500 at most. I need to go work out with Joe so I can get better at picking up some of the stuff with the fire department. Sheesh, that stuff is heavy. I think the Hearst tool, aka Jaws of Life, runs about 85, 90 pounds just for the tool itself. And that doesn't include the force that you're putting on the metal of the car trying to get the door off or get the dashboard raised up when needed. Yep. Whenever we get a structure fire call, we immediately call 3 departments out. That's about where I was in high school. I ain't seen that since high school. 300 plus pound bench press. I need to do core strengthening is what I need. I need to get rid of this belly. Facing reality with love. We might get out of here before 10 o'clock. Miranda is like 36 pounds right now, and I can bench press her. Going to force you to get stronger. Ooh. Last time I went to a gym, I didn't lose weight, I gained weight, but it was healthy muscle, not fat. So Excuse me. Sitting there thinking I got to be up and on the road in about 7.5 hours. Let's see. I'll see how many stitches I'm at when I get done with this row and go from there. Coastal, will you be live tomorrow? She don't know. Hopefully she'll do car confession at 7 a.m. tomorrow or 7:15. Between 7 and 7:15. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 more rows to do and we'll be done. That won't take no time. Huh. M&T, if you put a 5-pound weight on both sides, you would be lifting 55 pounds because the bar itself is 45. Unless they've changed that. Back when I was weightlifting, I know the bar was 45 pounds right by itself. I don't know why I'm getting sleepy all of a sudden. Back when I was commercial fishing, I could box lift like 500 pounds. Now I could deadlift almost 600, but not anymore. I'd be lucky if I could bend down and pick the bar up. Now, if I got back into a gym, my first thing would be I need to lose this belly so I can bend over and not lose my breath. Me being sleepy right now is the fact I worked in the yard for 2 days. Going back to work will be a vacation. I know I can lift the bar because I can lift Panda, and she's about the size of the bar or weight. If I had a more consistent work schedule, Joe, I would definitely try to go to the gym with you. But the way my schedule is, it wouldn't work. I am almost done. I've got some sunflower seeds left over from last year. We did a 5-gallon bucket sunflower seed challenge that was put out. It kind of fizzled out because most people's sunflowers didn't really grow very good in the buckets. But I've got a little garden out front, or flower bed out front. I think I'm going to till it up in the next couple of days and put some of those sunflower seeds out there. Because they're supposed to be the big, tall, giant sunflowers. And hopefully they will bloom towards the road. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows, and then I get to bind off. If I can remember how to bind off. It's been so long since I knitted, it's going to take me a second. Honestly, I can't lift my knitting needle. I just throw it in the floor. Whew. All this weightlifting made me sleepy. I'm not even lifting weights. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be the last row. As you can see, I started here, went out to the 2 wide corners, and now I'm back at the other corner. This here will leave me with a knit these two middle ones together. Sorry, I cannot get that angle right. And then knit one. I'm down to the 3 I started with. It does not work there. So 1, 2, and 3. I know I knit 1, knit 2, pick the first one up, bring it up, bring it up and over the second one. So now I have 1 on each. Knit 1, bring that back one up and over. And is there a pair of scissors on that corner, honey? There was a pair right over here, up on the kitchen table. There's still a pair there. Saw them earlier, but I could be wrong. Oh, that's all right. All right. Give me just a second, y'all. I got to find something to cut the yarn with. I got a knife back here. There's a knife. the yarn and it's bound off. I got bound off and there's my nice little square. I started on this corner, worked my way out to these two corners, then decreased to this last corner here. So there's as you can see, the lines go across from corner to corner, not up and down, side to side. So there's a corner to corner stitch. I'd say that's about 8 to 10 inches wide, a good washcloth. What I'll do is I'll come back, I'll grab a crochet needle, I'll weave this in down this side and this down this side. Give me 1 second, I'll go grab one. I forgot to bring that with me. Grab this phone. Sorry about that. I should have had my crochet hook with me. This is a size 5 hook, so it actually works pretty good. Let's pull it back and forth through the edge here. You can use they had the needles where you can put the the yarn through the needle and sew it in. I've always found out that a crochet hook works a lot quicker to me. All right, weightlifting geek, take care, buddy. I've got your number, so I'll let you know when I'm on the way home tomorrow, and we'll figure out a way to meet up tomorrow about getting those buckets to you. I'm gonna go ahead and weave this in this side of a few little stitches up here. Nothing major. Back and forth. I left that tag in way too long, but that's okay. Not the best way, but there it is. There you go. I got those 2 tags put in, so there's my corner to corner, completely finished, ready to go. But I finished the whole project in 2 hours. So not too bad. And I think I got enough yarn here. Here's the ball. The line was coming off the outside, so I rolled it into a ball. So I'll probably have enough to do a whole nother one off of that same roll. But anyways, everybody have a wonderful night. I'm going to go to bed because I got to be up early tomorrow to go to work. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed night. And I will talk to y'all next Sunday night. I have been working on my blanket some, so you'll see that progress next Sunday. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed night. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully doing this corner to corner stitch was educational for y'all. and help y'all out to where y'all can try this on your own. All right, y'all, take care. Bye.